Well, let me just say, the reason you're probably checking out this video right now is you were here on Sunday or a recent Sunday at Revolution at our gathering experience, and you took that step to become a follower of Jesus, and you received the Next Step packet, and that pointed you to this video on our church's YouTube channel. So let me just say, starting off, congratulations on that step that you've taken. It is an amazing step. You are not going to regret this journey that you're just now embarking on of following Jesus. And we started our church with a simple mission to help people find Jesus and live like Him. Help people find Jesus and live like Him. And you've taken that first step of finding Jesus. And we just want to partner with you. We want to join with you on this journey of continuing to live more like Jesus, figuring this thing out a little bit. And at Revolution, we're a relational church. That's kind of how we describe it. Everything is about relationships at Revolution. So we want you to grow in your relationship with God, vertical relationship, and your relationship with other people, horizontal. At the same time, we want those relationships to happen. So there's a lot of different environments that we offer at Revolution, and kind of how we describe it. Maybe you saw it if you've come to our church campus. When you walk in our building, on the right side, there's these 4 pictures that are different rooms of a house. You got the foyer, where people feel like guests, the living room, where people feel like friends, the dining room, where people feel like family, and then the kitchen, where people feel like they're on a team. So we want you to just walk through those rooms of a house as you're taking next steps. You came in the foyer, which means you are a guest with us, and I hope you felt so welcomed. We are so glad that you have decided to connect with Revolution. So maybe you just go into the living room next and you start connecting with some people on Sunday. You hang out after service, you grab a coffee at our little cafe, meet some new people, check out our website. That's a great way to connect with Revolution, or get on our Facebook group. We have a private Facebook group where people share prayer requests and different things like that. We have a Facebook page that's public that you can like and kind of get updated that way. We also have on Sunday mornings, if you've been here, we have a connection card and a prayer card, just ways to get in the living room, to start connecting yourself with Revolution a little bit more. But we don't want you to just stay in the living room. We want you to move into the dining room, and that's where people feel like family at Revolution. And we have a few dining room environments where we want you to feel like you have family here. The biggest one is life groups. We have life groups that meet with all different ages, demographics, single, married, single again, all kinds of different points of life that these groups can meet you in, young families, kids, no kids. So we encourage you, check out that life group directory that you received in your Next Step packet, and just call one of those group leaders and see, if it works for you. Try a few groups out to see if they work for you. One specific group we really encourage you to get into and to give a try. We have a group called Starting Point. And it's a group that is for seekers, returners, new followers of Jesus. So check that group out. It kind of goes through like a big picture of the whole Bible, answers a lot of questions we have. It's a 12-week group, and it's open, and you can go in and out at any time. So maybe you start at week 4 and then you go through week 3, so you can enter and exit that group at any time. Check that out in your life group directory as well. So that's the life groups. Then we also have counseling at Revolution. If there's just something that is holding you back, maybe a habit or a hang up, something like that, counseling might be your next step. And counseling at Revolution, it's just, we say it's focused discipleship. It's one-on-one relationships where we just want to live more like Jesus together. So this counselor's maybe a little further in the journey than you are, and they're going to help lead you through what Scripture says and what God would say to that struggle you're having, and just kind of pull you through that. And then we also have these things called running partners, and that's something we'll help facilitate if you need some help. But really, it's just you going up to someone that you've started a relationship with here at the church and say, "Hey, would you be my running partner?" And you're side by side in this journey. You meet consistently to keep each other accountable, to talk with each other. So those are relationships, steps that we feel like are the family steps. Finally, we want you to go to the kitchen. And maybe even you go to the kitchen before the dining room. The kitchen is where you feel like you're on a team, where you're serving and you're giving at Revolution. And whenever you're ready to take that step, no pressure. Whenever you're ready to take that step. But there's so many different teams. You've seen on that connection card maybe the different teams that we offer. You can check that out on our website as well. Get plugged. We have teams that meet or serve on Sundays. We have teams that serve throughout the week, like our outreach team that serves our community. So there's all kinds of different teams that could meet you in where you're at with life and schedule and all that stuff right now. So check out those things as well. So those are the relationship steps that we want you to get connected with and start taking. There's a few other things though that you received in that packet. There's some information about baptism. Baptism is like a public statement of what God has done inside. There's some things that we want you to do to prepare for that step of baptism. Baptism is really the next step. If you've taken that first step of becoming a follower of Jesus, your next step is baptism. There's a book in there, short book that read that in the next few days. It helps you understand a little bit more of this step that you took of following Christ. And then there's also some information about an app called YouVersion, Y-O-U version. And it's a totally free app. Another church in Oklahoma actually designed this app, made it. It's totally free. It's amazing. So many translations of the Bible and devotions are in there. You can connect with people in the app. So download that app. It'll be a great tool to read scripture and understand more about Jesus. So there's just so many things that we want to help you with. We are here to serve you. We are so excited for you and the step that you've taken. I'm here for you. Our staff is here. Our church is here. So stay connected. Keep walking. God has huge things in store for you.
Ain't over yet, so keep walking, soldier, keep moving.